Let's make this out of some reclaimed fence board that I have. I ended up just using some scrap pieces and the Iron Orchid Designs Blitz mold with some 10-minute resin. It's very important that you mix this precisely, 1 part A to 1 part B. Here I'm using a wooden skewer to get into all those little details of this mold. Press up from the back of the mold to release it and pull it out. It dries very quickly and then you're ready to use it. I'm using Wise Owl's black walnut glaze to stain this just a little bit. Paint it on, wipe it off. I was trying to get more off with a Q-tip, but it wasn't working, so I spritzed it with water and wiped that back. I eventually glue it onto my reclaimed wood with Titebond Quick and Thick wood glue. I'm using a metallic paste to bring out some of the details in the snowflake mold and to add some interest to the wood block. I added an eye hook and a little bit of yarn so that I could use it as an ornament, but you could also use it as a gift tag. I'm going to make another one in this video using the baubles mold. I stained my wood block with a little bit of black walnut glaze and water. You simply brush it on and then wipe it back. The one on the left is wet, the one on the right is dry. I'm using Titebond Quick and Thick wood glue to apply the resin cast to the wooden block. Use a cotton swab to clean up any excess glue. As you can see, it's holding very quickly. I'm using an eye hook for my hanger. This wood is very soft, so I did not have to pre-drill. A skewer really helps twist this in, especially if you deal with carpal tunnel issues like I do. Straighten out your eye hook and then use a yarn or ribbon to hang it from. I was using a twisted yarn, so I decided to just use one piece of it instead of all three. I simply made me a little knot. After I trimmed off the excess, I just frayed what was left. The one on the right I left natural, the one on the left I stained with glaze. Now for the finishing touches, add a little gilding wax to the bauble as well as to the wooden block. I forgot to mention this is the baubles mold from Iron Orchid Designs. Using just one piece of reclaimed wood and resin, you could make lots of ornaments. I'm Gingy with Louisiana Creations.